What's up, Raiders? It's your boy Groovinator here, and yes, I'm wearing some new hats because hockey season is finally over, and all of my favorite teams basically bitched out in some way, shape, or form. So, no more hockey hats, no more hockey talk, new hats, hockey season's over. Let's get back to what's near and dear to my heart, which is movies! And one of my most anticipated movies here is Terminator Dark Fate, because I secretly want it to be good. As much as I think it's probably not going to be good, deep down, there's a little part of me that wants this to come out and be something cool, alright? Because they haven't done anything good since T2, alright? So, I don't normally like to read page-turning articles like this. I hate it, and I'm not going to read every last little piece because this is going to be another 13-minute video, and I don't want to waste your time like that, but I'm not going to skip out on any Terminator Dark Fate news whatsoever. This comes from What Culture, alright? And this is 6 reasons Terminator Dark Fate won't save the franchise, alright? So we're just going to dip on these reasons, and then we'll get a discussion going. We'll see if we agree with these or not. So, number 6, ignoring inferior sequels doesn't guarantee success. So, there seems to be a trend lately of making sequels that completely ignore any less than successful ones that came before it. We call it retconning, okay? It is quite an arrogant approach, as it assumes that dismissing other inferior sequels, the rebooted sequel is automatically better than them. Just look at Halloween from last year, almost a mirror image of the current Dark Fate scenario. Original John Carpenter was back on board to a certain degree, previously killed off Jamie Lee Curtis, was reprising her role, with all sequels bar the 1978 classic being ignored. Much like Dark Fate, the Halloween franchise was finally getting the sequel it deserved. However, Halloween 2018 turned out to be okay. It was okay, alright? But then again, that's a franchise that has been just bleh, alright? And not exactly a classic that fans have been clamoring for. In many ways, it wasn't that much better than some of the sequels that have brushed aside. I don't really necessarily agree with that, but, you know, I get what they're trying to do, but then again, also people flocked to go see the new Halloween movie. Because you know what? It had a good trailer, alright? And honestly, I enjoyed the movie, but I don't think it was nearly as good as H2O. But let's not get off track here, because I don't want to make this a long video, okay? The shoehorning of old Arnold Schwarzenegger's age into the plot. Old Arnold. Look at him here, man. Jeez, he looks like it's Grandpa Arnie, man. Look at him. Wow. Anyway, Terminator Salvation wasn't great, but a decent blockbuster. What was terrible and threatened to make the whole thing a Terminator parody was when a fully CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger turned up because, well, you got to have Arnold in the Terminator film, right? Unfortunately, it's just that kind of pandering to fans that could derail Dark Fate. The instant that Schwarzenegger needs to reprise the role of Terminator means that the plot will have to be molded to cater for his age, and much like it did in Genesis, may come across as forced and a bit cheesy. Agreed. Alright? Though the idea of Schwarzenegger return to one of his most iconic roles is certainly an exciting prospect, the story should come first and not the star with the fresh original ideas, not being restricted because they have to fit him in. After all, it does really make sense that Cyberdyne systems would make aging skin and flesh giving their cyborgs a sell-by date? That's kind of funny. I like that. They have to come up with something a bit clever to explain the machine's aging in order to prevent audiences drawing a collective sigh. Yeah. You know, Arnold was in Terminator 3. Sucks. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other ones, but it still sucks. I don't even own any of the movies past T2. I just don't think that they're worth my time. I've seen them all. I don't enjoy them that much. I don't buy them. You know, I think that they just keep, you know, it's like I've said before, they just keep putting these things back on the screen because, you know, hey, remember that thing? Let's do that thing again. And they don't ever seem to quite get it right, because the first 2 movies were definitely about story. It had an awesome, fantastic story. But it's also a very small, isolated story. And every time they keep trying to add more chapters to it, it just kind of goes off the rails and doesn't seem to quite fit in with everything else. So anyway, Tim Miller directing, okay? I don't know a lot about this guy other than he directed Deadpool, okay? So this is not a short at Tim Miller's skills or talent, just that he might be the wrong sort of director for this project. In terms of directing, Miller has only made one feature, Deadpool. Not exactly the sort of light CV you'd expect from someone taking the reins of such an important franchise. Whilst the foul-mouthed Marvel romp was a hell of a lot of fun, it alone wasn't anchor Miller as a great feature director. Keep an eye on this comment right here, people, in my comment section, because like, oh, this is Tim Miller and the writers, and this is going to be great. Now, okay. Further to this tone of work, which is at times more comedic than some might expect from someone taking Terminator back to its dark roots. If there's a major complaint regarding Terminator 3 and Terminator Genesis, it's at times goofy humor that completely undermines the doom impending tone of the two originals. Something fans definitely won't want to have to suffer again with Dark Fate. Miller applies his tongue-in-cheek stamp on the movie. If Miller applies his tongue-in-cheek stamp on the movie. Yeah, that's, you know, a lot of what made Deadpool work was Ryan Reynolds, too. You know what I mean? I think he had a lot more to do with it than people realize. A lot more to do with it. I'm just saying, all right? Tim Miller, I think, was a stunt guy before he started directing movies, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to look it up. CGI overload again. Yeah, not even going to read this, okay? Remember Genesis when they spoiled the fucking movie with the trailer itself? You know what I'm saying? That CG was bad. Like, it was kind of impressive at the first when they recreated Arnold, you know, just for that one teeny little scene. But yeah, the rest of the movie was just, it's stupid. It's not even worth talking about. I think I've seen it once. I have no desire to ever watch it again. You know, Terminator 2 kind of revolutionized CG, but then subsequent movies have just kind of taken it and gone, you know, off the rails with it. So, the inevitable pandering to a wide family audience. Yes, please, for God's sakes, don't make this another PG-13 movie, guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't. Kids don't want to see this. They don't need to see this. Kids have all kinds of stuff nowadays. You know that? They've got Harry Potter. They've got Pokemon. They've got the Twilight series. I don't know. They don't need Terminator, all right? The Terminator should be catering to the fans of the originals, all right? Or trying to bring on new people, all right? Terminator should be dark, cyborg, cyberpunk stuff, all right? Not the family thing, all right? It's not an amusement park. It's not a carnival ride. If you make a PG-13, it's destined to suck, all right? Just saying. There we go. James Cameron still isn't directing. And this is the part that I mentioned before, all right? Just because somebody has a producer credit on the title doesn't mean anything. We don't know how much hands-on he is. You know, James Cameron had his hands in Alita Battle Angel. He didn't direct it. I'm not saying Alita Battle Angel was a bad movie. I absolutely loved Alita Battle Angel. But had James Cameron directed Alita Battle Angel, I think more people would have showed up. I don't think a lot of people have the same faith in Robert Rodriguez as I did. You know, I mean, sometimes people pay attention to that kind of stuff. But I think all these are good points. I have to agree with most of this article here, even though it's one of those stupid page turners so you can get more ads on there. But what do you guys think about these? I mean, do you think there's some other reasons that maybe this article missed out on? Do you disagree with them? Leave me a comment down below. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out RaidersOfLostFlicks.com. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. You guys have yourselves a groovy day. And this is the Groovinator signing out. Peace.